What's up, y'all? Peace, people. I hope y'all are doing good out there. I am Korean Stevie, and welcome to my second episode of Big Tunes Music Review. So, like I mentioned before, we just here to talk about music, man. I love music. I'm an artist myself, and so I just love to just get into the details and the makings of the music, how it gets made from some of our favorite artists today. So today's review, we're going to just get into it. We are going to be reviewing Willow's sixth studio album, Empathogen. Say it with me, Empathogen. Go look it up. I mean, it's a big word. I had to even look it up. I'm like, what does that even mean? Such a great album, okay? So we're going to just get right into this review. This is Willow's sixth studio album. Empathogen was released on May the 3rd, 2024. And I remember listening to Willow back in the day, you know, when she came out with the Whip My Hair. Of course, she was the Whip My Hair girl with the braids. And shortly after that, she ended up coming out with a single called I Am Me, where her head was shaved. And oh my gosh, what a shock it was. But it was a beautiful shock because it was about this young lady expressing herself. And if you go back to that track, it's just her playing on a piano. And it sounds like maybe she was even playing, which is super dope. And that's what makes her career, her career so far in music just so amazing, because she just was taking risks at a young age. I feel like that single was a glimpse into who she was going to become. Okay, so even though she's so young, already from the beginning she was collaborating with SZA. You know, early tracks, they had a track called 9 Together, which I used to play that song all the time. She also was collaborating with her brother Jaden, who's also, you know, just amazing musician and actor himself. And then, you know, to get into, what was the other single? Female Energy. Yes, Female Energy was another song, was a freestyle that Willow did that to me was slaying all of the songwriters of that time when it was released. I mean, I can't believe the girl was freestyling and the vibes were so vibey. Again, from a young age, she was already a powerhouse, just killing it. So it's no surprise that her sixth studio album is well crafted. Okay, she's coming with it. Okay, to me, she embodies the essence of a true black alternative rock girly with, let me see, you got that rock sound also with that jazz influence. Okay, and that's just on period. I just love it for her. I love to see it. So let's get into Empathogen a little bit more. Empathogen is an album that has no fillers. Okay, like, forget about that. We are getting into all just beautiful music from the beginning of the album. The features are John Batiste, I think I said his name right, and St. Vincent. And of course, it's just beautiful to hear the instrumentation and the musicians that are all involved that make this body of work so impactful. Okay, the first track that was actually released from this album was a track called Alone, which grabbed our attention. It grabbed my attention. Black and white, beautiful video, and just the feel of this single. Her vocals were so captivating and just syncopated with the music, and it really gave us this feeling of loneliness. And that's why I really just love the track. I'm like, yo, this just feels so real, and it feels like a heartbeat. So unfortunately, Alone is not on the album, which I think is kind of interesting, but it was the perfect song to bring us into this new world that she was going to bring us into. Now let's actually get into the highlights of the album itself. So these are the songs that are some of my favorites. Okay, now the first song I really dig is Symptom of Life. To me, it's a song, and you can see it in the music video. It's a song that just reflects the current human experience, and it's in the title, right? These titles are really beautiful. Symtom of Life, it's like, this is what it is, you know what I mean? The next single that I really enjoy, or next track rather, from this album is False Self. And what I like about it has this hint of R&B in there, like, even though that jazz influence is very much there and the alternative rock influence is in this album, I really dig the R&B vibe inside of this particular track, False Self. The next track that I really, really love, and I just had no idea, is Pain for Fun featuring St. Vincent. Oh my gosh. This song to me is just like a quintessential 90s alternative rock sound, and it just gives me these nostalgic vibes of rock and music that I used to hear in the late 90s, early 2000s, on TV shows and things like that. Like, I love music that it's just that powerful that it stands alone and it just brings you to a place. The next single that I really enjoy, or next track rather, I don't know why I keep calling them singles. The next track off the album that I really enjoy is called Run. And Run, oh my God, so powerful, visually, and the song itself really showcasing her story. I mean, Run, just immediately when I saw it, it just reminded me of MTV, when I would turn on the TV and watch MTV and I would see certain videos, and it just made you feel a certain way, and life just really had this very authentic and genuine feel about it. And that's what I really dig about this track called Run. I feel like you really get to hear her story, like through her vocals, how she's using her voice, which is amazing. And of course, the last track that I dig and really, really enjoy is called Big Feelings. Oh my gosh. The song itself is so big. It's so emotional. To me, it's a very like epic soundtrack type of song, and the same thing. It sounds like something that could be in a movie or a show. Like, I'm like, why aren't these songs placed on movies yet? Why are they not on commercials yet? These songs are amazing. Okay, now we're gonna get to my overall rating. And of course, another one, I rated this album 5 out of 5. Okay, 5 out of 5 headphones. That's my thing, headphone ratings. Okay, and so, and I'll kind of break down why I gave it a 5 out of 5. The Empathogen album is masterfully done. Willow's songwriting, musicianship is deep and introspective, showcasing her vocal technique, especially in Big Feelings. The cover art, now let's get into the cover art. The way that she had her natural hair, the afro with the grills, I mean, it all getting tied into the vibe of being vulnerable, of the simplicity, and her just really putting herself out there, okay? She adds that look. It really adds to the raw vulnerability of the album and the aesthetic. Willow emerges as a musical shaman guiding us through a beautiful journey. And, as I was watching her, in some of her interviews, she was saying ultimately that's what she wanted to be through her music. And girl, you did it. You are the musical shaman. Your music is powerful. And the way that you bring out these beautiful messages, oh my gosh, thank you so much, girl. I can't wait to see where you go with this. That was my review. I can go on and on because I really love this album, but I'm just going to stop here. Keep it short and sweet. That is all I have for you. This is the end of the review. Please let me know what's some of your favorite songs on Empathogen in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And y'all have a good one. Stay tuned for the next episode. Peace.